recording now. Actually, hold on. Alright. Hope I'm recording now. We're all good. Like I always do, I'll post this at the very end of class. I post it to the announcement board, things like that. It looks like I froze. Am I frozen? Can you guys hear me? Give me a green check mark if you can hear me. You can hear me? Okay. I must be just frozen on my end or something, or the video paused or something. Let me try to restart the video here. Maybe. I don't know. It just looks like my video's paused. Oh well, maybe it's my computer. Is your guys' video paused? Somebody said yes. No? Okay. Well, it must be just on my end of things. That's alright. Hopefully I don't pick my nose on screen or something like that. Don't tell anybody. Okay, so today what we're going to do, we're going to be going over, oh man, it's not letting me move anything. It says it wants me to draw something. I don't want to draw anything. Get that off. Okay. Oh, I think it's back to normal. Okay. Sounds good. I must have had something on there that was just doing it. Okay. We're going to be going over Central America Part 3, 3.05, Human Impact on Central America Environment, and 3.06, a focus on poverty. Now, some of you guys have been confused a little bit of when things are due, so I've tried to create something that would help you a little bit. I got two things, okay? One is this right here, okay? So, let me just get my little pointer here. Right now we're in week 5. We're over halfway through the block, if you can believe that. So things fly by. It's alright, you're late. Thanks for coming. In red is what you should have completed, okay? So, you know, lesson 1 quiz, lesson 2 quiz, your writing assignment on human impact, lesson 4 quiz, lesson 5 quiz, lesson 7 quiz, and then also the creating a slideshow, okay? So what's coming up, as you can see at the bottom, is lesson, or should be due by the end of this week, lesson 8 quiz, and then also I'm going to be going over today how to create a brochure on poverty, okay? Awesome. Glad you finished that slideshow. Fantastic. I'll get into grading it. It takes me a day or so to remember they're in there and grade them, okay? So, but I will get in there and grade them shortly. Okay. All right. This is what's coming up as well. So if you want to see this, week 6, and I also made this calendar. I posted to my website and I posted it to the announcement page. I'm going to show you that at the very end of the lesson, because I need to show you exactly what to do for the brochure / poster kind of thing. Okay, just a little flyer that you'll create. So pretty easy if you want to make it in Google Docs. If you want to make it on some other type of thing and post it, you can do that as well. You know, I'm good as long as you do the assignment. Okay. All right. Okay, so here are your objectives that we'll be going over today. I try to hit all of them. Sometimes I'm not as good at hitting all of them, so I do apologize for if I don't hit something and it's on the quiz. I'll try to go back and fix it. Okay? Alright, so let's talk about human impact in Central America. So we talked about before, like, where Central America is located. I do like this quote. This is more of a quote from the ancient ancestors of that area, was the Mayans, okay? They said, "Treat the earth well. It was not given to you by your parents. It was loaned to you by your children. We do not inherit the earth from our ancestors. We borrow it from our children." Okay? So somebody says that makes no sense. Okay, so let's try to make some sense of that real quick. What do you guys think that means? Okay? What does it mean that it's not given to us? but it's loaned to us. What if you don't have kids? Well, you have people that are related to you probably that are still alive, right? Doesn't mean kids, it just means future generations. Yeah, so basically, if we're going out there and we're, you know, destroying different things, it's not going to be able to be acceptable for somebody else, okay, down the path. I don't know if you ever, like, the Boy Scouts talked about when you go into an area, leave it better than you found it. Yep, you just want to think about possibly, future people. What is somebody else? If I leave it this way, how is it going to look to somebody else? Let's leave things better than we found it, okay? Yep, treat the earth well for future people. Yep. So that's kind of a way to look at it, right? Is we want to look to having a good place to live for everybody. Okay, let's do a poll question real quick. Let me change the poll. Hopefully it'll let me do this. Sometimes it doesn't let me do that. Alright, okay. So I have a poll open. It says, what is subsistence farming? Okay, subsistence farming, is it A, farming to feed your family and yourself? B, farming to raise money to make money? C, farming to feed the whole world? Or D, IDK? I don't know. Okay, so put that in there. Give you some time to kind of answer. D is hilarious. You don't like IDK? You never had that one on a test? Well, you probably know that it's I don't know, right? So, process of elimination. Somebody says their aunt owns a farm. Very good. Okay, 3, 2, 1, closed. Okay, 7 of you guys said that it was A, B, 3, 4, C, and D, 1. Okay, so, but there's a lot there saying they don't know. Okay, the correct answer is A, okay? Farming to feed yourself, to feed your family and yourself. Okay, so does anybody have like a garden that maybe they grow something in? You would be somewhat of a subsistence farmer. What it is just basically growing all your own things that you eat, right? I don't know, do any of you guys live out in the country, in the farm? I did when growing up. So somebody say we grow tomatoes and zucchini. Yep. We used to just grow tomatoes and jalapenos and onions, so we could make salsa, right? So those kind of things, kind of making it there. Pumpkins, okay. So pumpkins, not just to carve, but to eat, okay. I'm a big pumpkin bread fan. I love pumpkin bread. Pumpkin pie's okay. But I like the bread. It's good. Good stuff. Zucchini, you can make bread out of that too. Oh, pumpkin seeds are good too. I don't know if you guys had pumpkin seeds. Oh, I love pumpkin cookies too. It's starting to get that time of year where everybody's making the pumpkin stuff, so exciting times. Alright, let's look at this chart real quick here. This is called a political cartoon, okay? And it's talking about human growth chart. Okay, so if you look down at the very bottom here, it has a timeline. So from 1 AD all the way 2050. So it's estimating what it's going to be in 2050. Okay, and you have a train, and on the back of the train it has world delivery food systems. Okay, and it says, I think I can, I think I can, I hope I can, I really hope I can, man, I hope I can. Okay. So political cartoons are kind of out there to kind of explain something to you, okay? So if you were trying to interpret this political cartoon, what would it be? Does anybody want to jump on the mic and raise their hand, jump on the mic, and tell me what they think it is? All right. Hopefully you have your mic set up. All right. Oh, come on. There we go. I think you're up. Go ahead. Tell us what you think this cartoon means. Okay, yeah, no problem. We'll wait for you to kind of turn on the mic real quick. Oh, you can't? I have it off for you. It says it's good for you to go. Oh, I have to turn mine off. Okay.
Can you understand me? Okay. So I think that means that the person who wrote this hopes that food can support the estimated population, because more population needs more food, and delivering food could also become a problem.
Awesome. Yeah, very good. That's exactly what it means. Basically, as you're kind of going up there, uh, there's only so much food that we can grow, right? And we've used technology, we've used all kinds of things to be able to increase our food supply. Well, there's some theories out there that think it's gonna hit an edge, okay, where we're not gonna have enough food to supply the whole world. Right now, we have enough food to supply the whole world. We still have people that go to bed hungry and that kind of stuff, but we still have enough food. All right. Good job interpreting this political cartoon. So let's look at the population right now. So this was taken. It's a little bit behind because they can't do a up-to-date one all the time. Okay, but this was on July 4th of this year. The human population the United States population was 328 million people, over that actually. Okay, so if we're basically growing pretty fast, one birth every 8 seconds in the United States, one death every 12 seconds. So we're still getting more people born. But then we also have one international migrant, so somebody coming into the United States every 28 seconds. So basically every 12 seconds we have a new person that's coming and living in the United States. Okay, so yeah, it's a lot of people. So we're continuing to grow up in population. It's weird to think that every 12 seconds someone dies. Yep, it's true, but somebody's born every 8 seconds too. Kind of interesting to look at. Now the world population is at 7,500,000,000. So it's a lot. So the highest population is China, followed by India, United States, Indonesia, Brazil, Pakistan, and so on. You can see there. Okay, so the United States is number 3, and we're not even close to China or India. How many people are born every second? I do not know. That's a good question. Unfortunately, a lot of countries don't mark births, like report births, like the United States does. So there wouldn't really kind of be an accurate count. Okay. But very good question to think about. So you can just see that the increase in population. Does Russia have the same population? No, Russia is a lot smaller. As you see, Russia here is number 9 on the list at 142 million, and the United States at 329 million. Okay, so they still have a lot of people, but not. The United States is quite a bit bigger. Okay, I like these graphs. I think they're good. Okay, this one's just A and B. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna, instead of putting in the chat, I'm gonna open up your guys's what is it called? Whiteboard permissions, and I want you to mark A or B. Okay, so I haven't done it yet, but I will in a second. It says according to the graph, and this is called a population pyramid. Okay, as you see right here, males are on this side in blue, females are on this side, and it has basically how many people are living in the age bracket from 0 to all the way up to kind of past 100. Okay, and how many people are in each area. Okay, so, and the percentage of the population is what what that is right here. So as it says, according to the graph, who lives to be older? A, male, B, female. Okay, your whiteboard permissions are on. You can mark which one you think it is. According to the graph, who lives to be older? Male or female? Somebody put a C, neither? Alright, that was fun playing with that. Okay, so if you look, let me go to the next page real quick, right here. Female is correct. See right here how it has a bigger percentage of the population? So, sorry guys, we don't live to be as long as females do. Females do this. Now here's another question for you. This is in the United States. If this was like in somewhere in Africa, okay, who would live to be longer, male or female? What do you think? Why don't you put it in the chat real quick? Okay, somebody said male. What do you think? Men? Female? C, neither. Okay. Somebody has to live longer on average. Female, okay. Female still because they could be killed. Alright. Sorry, I think that's funny. So actually men live to be longer. And why would that be, do you think? Who knows? Okay, I can tell you why right now. They have a lot more babies over in Africa, for one, and so every time somebody has a baby, that's kind of it's hard on the woman to have kids. And then also there's not very good health care over there, and there's a lot of people that die in childbirth and other things like that. Okay, so all right. Okay, let's move on here. Okay, so something else that's going on is something called deforestation. What do cows and rainforests have in common? Okay, does anybody want to take a swing at that? Like raise your hand and talk on it, or just put on the chat. Okay, so both are alive, they're living. Okay, anybody besides Izzy want to try? So you're up. Alright, go ahead. What do you think? Oh, I gotta get off my talk. Hold on.
They both release carbon into the atmosphere when they start decomposition.
Alright, so good thought, right? That is some of, I guess they do let methane, the cows let methane into the air, and it can do the atmosphere and that kind of stuff. But that's not in Central America. That's not exactly why it is, but that is a good observation there, Izzy. Appreciate it. So what it actually is, oh, gotta go back here. What it actually is it's people are wanting to make money. So one of the biggest ways to make money over there is to raise cattle. And so they do it because people want meat now, right? Does everybody like steaks? Steaks and hamburgers and all that kind of good stuff? Well, the problem they have with it is these rainforests is covering the entire land. So what they go is they go and they burn down the rainforest, or cut it down, do all those kind of things in order to have these cattle be able to roam around and range around. Okay, so that's what rainforests and cows have in common in Central America. Okay, so it's kind of interesting. I like my steak too. So, all right. Okay, so on 3.06, we're gonna focus. So killing the forest for cows, a little bit, yeah, right. But if you're poor And this is what it goes into. It goes into economic issue. If you're poor and in poverty, you see this little girl right here. You know, look at this place where they're living there. I mean, not very good. Hopefully, all of us live in a little bit better circumstances than this. But if you're in poverty, you're going to do whatever you have to do to make enough money so you have your necessities built, right? I'm going to go back a little bit to Maslow, which I know some of you thought Maslow is not, but I think it's true. Like, if you don't have shelter, you don't have things, you're going to do whatever you have to do to climb up and get those things that you need, okay? So in regards to poverty, let's take a thought real quick. So we're going to be talking about the United States. I'm going to give you guys your the whiteboard rights again on that because I thought that was kind of fun. Okay, so approximately how many children live in poverty in the United States? Would it be 5, 8, 12, or 18? So you're thinking about children in the United States. So this isn't Central America. We're talking back in the United States here where we live. Okay. All right. Whiteboard privileges are now on. So mark which one you think it is. Some people 12. Some people saying 18. Okay, it looks a lot like people are saying 12 or 18, so somewhere close around there, okay? I'm going to stop those privileges real quick. And the correct answer is in 2007, so this is a little bit older, but that's what the curriculum gave me. In 2007, over 13 million children, 18% of the children in the United States, were living in poverty. Children are disproportionately poor, share the poor in the United States. 25% of the total population, but 35% of the poor. Yeah, it's kind of sad, right? To think about that many people, right? And one of the biggest things is why the people they're so poor, right? Is they can't provide their own income, right? Or they're trying to go to school. They don't have that, and sometimes one hard thing is coming from a single parent home too is really hard because you can only have one income and have to pay for all kinds of things. Yeah, and some people have over billions of dollars. It's true, right? But they've made that money too. So you gotta look at it from both sides. So let's do some more facts real quick. A total of 43.2 million people live in Central America, and over half of them are poor. Okay, so that means they don't have enough money to put food on the table. So approximately 22 million people live in poverty in Central America. So it's kind of the thing. So some people said that like, they're greedy, and other people have the thing, well, they worked for it. Yeah, I think you got to look at both sides there. Right? If they worked for it and they earned it, you got to give them the freedom of having it, and you can't really take it from them, right? That would be a form of government where, you know, kind of communism kind of thing. But it's all relative too, right? Okay, so one big thing that's going on in Central America right now is child labor. Okay, so instead of going to school, like you guys have the opportunity to go to school, other children are not able to get that child labor. So if you guys stay with us here, I teach what's called a personal finance class, and we go over and we talk about how to invest your money, how to make your money. And one thing is education's huge, right? If you graduate from high school, you're going to make like, you know, $8,000 to $10,000 more than if you didn't graduate from high school, okay? And then also, like if you get a college degree and that kind of stuff. But these guys can't even go to school because they have to work to provide food for their family. All right, so that leads us to our project, okay, that will be due. The project is due on Friday, or I don't grade it until basically Monday. So you have over the weekend to do it if you need to. But the project is eliminating poverty, either a brochure or flyer. Okay, you can use Microsoft Word, Google Document, WordPerfect, whatever you need to use it. There's also some other things that you can create. Makes creating flyers really nice and pretty, I guess. Can I say pretty? I guess so. I can't. So basically, this is what you are, right? You want to take the region of Central America and look at doing it and say, like, why, who is benefiting for the current international aid? Because we do give a lot of money away, right, to help out these countries. What are potential solutions for poverty? How can these potential solutions be impacted? So here's some examples that I have received before. So you can kind of see right here, just end poverty now, and they wrote a couple things. Pretty good little flyers that you could kind of put up and post. So that's what you're going to be creating. Okay. That leads us to the exit ticket. Before I get to the exit ticket, okay, what I want to do is I want to screen share with you. Alright, can you guys see my desktop now? Give me, hold on. I was going to say a smiley face. Smiley face if you can see it. Yes, yeah, okay, very good. Alright, so a couple things I want to show you just real quick. So on the announcements now, what I have done, I have posted this. This is just the geography assignment calendar of what's due, what's coming up. So like create the flyer brochure, I put that's due Friday, okay? Lesson quiz 10, those kind of things. And then you can see when my open office hours are, my live classes, my flipped classes, okay? So some of you guys are having trouble figuring out going through the whole plan section. So this is a good way to track it and see what you're doing by missing. It is also on my website there. First page, when you click on geography, that's the first thing that pops up, okay, will be that calendar. So that's a good thing to do. I can share that link with you as well. That open link I'll share with you at the very end when I'm sharing the exit ticket. Okay. So to create the flyer real quick, if you go into your Google folder that I gave you, as I said before, you can do it on a Word document or whatever. Can we turn in assignments late if we have to? Yeah. If you look at, I have like a week built in to be able to, before the end of the term to get things in. I want you just to turn it in. I'm still going to give you credit for it and that kind of stuff, but I'd like you to keep pace, or I have to bug you. Okay? Some of you guys have probably got a lot of texts from me already, emails. So if you don't want me to bug you and nag your learning coaches, your parents, and grandma, I don't know, just kind of keep pace, okay? So if you go to this folder that I have, and if you need your folder link again, I can give it to you. Click on number 3. It has the instructions right here. And so what I really need to do is just put in some pictures, okay? So an easy way to do that, you can use this folder. So just go down, and I would just go Insert up here at the top, go Images, go search for images on the web, and just put Poverty in Central America. Oh, that's a good picture. You can insert this dude right here. See, I got this picture of this kid. I can just minimize it, put it to the side, then put text somewhere else, and you can make it really easy. I think you could probably do this like in half hour, 20 minutes, half hour, maybe a little bit less, okay? So pretty simple. Let me shoot you guys your exit ticket. I'm going to push it out real quick in a link here. And then I'll also push out to you the calendar, okay? And I'm going to put it in the chat as well. All right. Okay, and then here's the calendar thing. I believe you have to have, if you're going to save something, you have to have a Google account. Yeah, when you're done with the X ticket, you can take off. That's cool. Oops, pushed the wrong button. There we go. And I will open up those slides in just a second as well, okay, guys? For you. And I will stay after to answer any questions, okay? So I'm going to stop recording real quick.